In our Making a Difference tonight, an Athens family is selling all they own and moving to Africa. Tyler and Sarah Miller, along with their children, will move to Sierra Leone. There, they'll do mission work. Some state lawmakers are tackling the issue of bullying by tracking it and giving that information to parents. A bill just passed in the House. Term limits and remapping may not appear on November's ballots. A circuit court judge ruled that the signatures gathered for the measures did not meet the constitutional requirements. His path to college was a long one. Lanphier's Larry Austin Jr. had interest from many, including Illinois, before he picked Tennessee. Well, now months later, Austin is a free agent again, if you will. His high school coach confirmed with me tonight. Austin decommitted from Tennessee, and according to Coach Blake Turner, his phone has been ringing off the hook. And Adam, I look at the forecast and I see the word humid, stuffy. Whatever thesaurus word you can come up with.
That's a good one. I'll take those. I mean, sultry, that's another one.
Miserable?
Miserable, yeah. I mean, if you don't like the summer lake weather, then I guess this isn't the time of year.
It's the Midwest. I mean, everybody's
exactly.
used to it. The amount of rain has been unbelievable, and the only thing holding back the water is this man-made dam. But the fire department is closely watching this yellow and black sign. You can see the water about halfway up it. Now, I'm told if it gets to the top, there's a good chance that the dam will fail. And if that's the case, there's nothing keeping the floodwaters from taking these homes into the lake. About 60 cars and trucks have been put to the test at this site alone in Nampa in just the last 2 days. But still, Canyon County officials say they've been getting many calls about whether Systec International, the company managing the emissions tests, is a legitimate business. These hazardous trees were marked with orange spray paint and an R for removal to let those taking the trees out know which ones to cut. Now, what the vandals did was do that same thing to 106 other trees in the park, like this perfectly healthy one. I'm told this spray paint might be visible in another 10 years, and the only option is to paint over that. Think about a round of 59 for a second. If you're not hitting it right next to the pin on your approach shots, you'll have to make a few putts from long distance. Maxwell did one or the other over and over and over again. But what makes Maxwell's round of 59 so remarkable was that he didn't have a clean scorecard. He bogeyed the 16th hole. It's a family effort in Oakwood. The Pierces are all about racing, the business, the rich racing history, and the bright future of their rising star, Bobby. He has the cars, the garage, the wins, and even the sweet nickname.
Here comes the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce.
He just doesn't have his high school diploma yet. They're working on that.
You know, I'm doing homeschooling. It'll be my senior year coming up.
To say 17-year-old Bobby Pierce is a promising young dirt track racer would be a discredit to what he's already done. He's ranked 5th in the Dirt Car Summer Nationals standings, and just this May he won the richest prize in Macon Speedway history.
You know, it's definitely one of the best races, the most high-ranking races that I've won.
And he's doing a lot of things that some guys at 25 and 30 has raced 10 years still can't do.
That's his dad, Bob Pierce, a name local fans know well. He's got a career's worth of hardware, including plenty of wins in Macon.
I didn't win all the big ones. I won a few of them.
In Oakwood, they have the store. They build cars, and with family and friends behind him, Bobby is tearing up what's called the Hell Tour.
And it's just been, you know, kind of a roller coaster up and down. You know, you got your good nights, your bad nights.
The good and the bad. He won his 12th race of the year on Tuesday night. But just 2 days earlier,
Pierce, oh no, up and over!
He ended his race upside down.
Bobby, you all right? I'm good.
There's a lot of little things he's learning. He learns something every time he races, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Bobby's story is just like that of many current NASCAR stars. They started as teenagers who had loads of small track success. His dad at least believes his son could be on the same path.
I can foresee him going anywhere he wants to go. I really do.
Even if I never got the chance to race against those guys in NASCAR, you know, this is still where my heart's at and everything. So it's, you know, I still got a good thing going for me.
After more than 6 decades in business, they'll no longer be able to fix your grandma's stove.
Fox 12's Matt Loveless takes us to the repair shop in Nampa, where specializing in antiques never got old. Matt.
Right, Adam, the city of Nampa is saying goodbye to Yellen Appliance, where the owners, who are brothers, decided after 61 years to hang it up.
Hello, this is Yellen Appliance.
For 6 decades, there was nothing that was too old to fix.
That's one of your early toasters.
We had to make parts, springs, coils, stuff that you couldn't get anymore.
Even a refrigerator spewing out sulfur.
We use World War II gas mask.
Frank and Larry Yellen are closing their Nampa repair shop, the same one their dad and his brother started in 1949.
I always assumed that anything that was made could be repaired or fixed somehow.
I guess we fix most things.
In 61 years, they watched refrigerators go from using ice blocks to gasoline to computer chips. The latter they left up to us young folk.
We was familiar with fixing stuff the old-fashioned way.
Your wife would get tired using one of these.
Every so often somebody would come in here with something really old, hoping we could get it going. Somehow we usually got it done for them.
Now, most of what they fixed may seem like ancient artifacts to a kid like me, kind of like this rotary phone, which does still work, if I can just figure out how to dial out.
Different today than it was back then, where you got all kinds of new regulations, environmental things.
Frank and Larry say people are still coming in asking to fix Grandma's toaster or the old cabin's oven.
Now their parents tell their kids, and their kids are telling their kids to come on down. So it's a lot of generations that we've been working with.
But as it turns out, the only things they couldn't make run forever were themselves.
It's time to get out there and do something different.